Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to be unboxing our third and final month with the SSYC Yarn Company mystery quarterly box thing. I can't remember what she actually calls them, but anyway, this is our third and final unboxing. We will have a final video that wraps up all three projects. Don't you worry, I have a plan, but this is our final unboxing, and it's kind of sad. It's a little bittersweet. I've enjoyed getting this box so far. So if you are not familiar with my subscription box unboxing series, I get 3 months with a subscription box. I normally purchase them 100% on my own. I have received one specifically for the purpose of review. This one I have purchased. Most of these companies have no clue that I even exist before I place an order. And to them, most of the time, they don't even find out I'm reviewing this subscription box because I am such a small little channel over here until well after. So I am very excited. Calm down a little bit here and let's get on with it. So last month we received, there's no crinkle plastic, some incredibly cute little sheepy stitch markers here. We've got 4 of them in different colors, but they're little clay stitch markers. Ooh, you're blowing out real bad. I still have not figured out the lighting in here when I film in the afternoon. It's not even particularly sunny today, but we are getting a lot of back feed through the blinds here of natural sunlight. So, and I'm noticing even on my face, I'm getting flashback, which is not usual. So we got a chocolate bar. This is a hazelnut sea salt crisp tasting bar. Tasting. We got a pattern for a shawl, and we got this beautiful Life in the Long Grass yarn. So obviously mine is caked up and in one of my skein cozies here, but it's this beautiful, very sophisticated, this one was a silk blend. This is 50% silk, 50% superwash merino. And by the way, Life in the Long Grass. That is what it stands for. And I knew that. I actually have owned some of this yarn before, not this one, but another one of their yarns that I was gifted in like a swap many years ago. And so I knew that. And I don't know why I didn't catch that when I was unboxing month 2. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out month 2's video. It is hilarious. There are a number of you, I'm sure, were like, what a dingbat. So this is where I am on the shawl. I did finally finish month 1's project. We will talk about that in probably my next show and tell video, as well as in our final wrap up. But this is the yarn. It is in the color Ceremony. So far I'm really loving this. The pattern might take me a little while. I have a pattern picked for month 3 as well. But this is the pattern that came with this month's kit. This is Rosewater. So that is what we got last month. So with that much lace work, it will probably take me a little bit to get this one done. It will take sitting down and thinking. But we do have month 3 here, and I am very excited about that. If you're wondering why I'm behind on working up the projects, if you go back to month 1's video, you'll understand, but we had a delay in shipping month 1. So between the delay in shipping and the delay in me filming, I was a little behind getting started with that. Plus the month of May is my annual Spook Your Spring make along. So I've been working on spooky projects primarily and not the subscription box projects, which my fault, my bad. So this month we have 3 items in our package. We have a set of the Haya Darn It needles, and that's just 3 darning needles. We have a pack of the Fox and Pine stitch huggers. And we do have a free pattern. I will put a picture here on the screen. These are the Storming the Castle socks. I like the pattern. The pattern is absolutely beautiful. Normally, I would go ahead and do this pattern with this yarn. However, this yarn, once again, needs to be something around my face, not on my feet. So we have Townhouse Yarns. This is the Clarendon sock base. This is a new yarn for the Simply Sock Yarn Company. It's actually not even on their website yet. They will start carrying this over the summer. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm just saying. So this green is, in some lights, it's like super green. And then in other lights, it's not quite as green. You can see it's like almost like a bluish grayish green. It is so weird. I love it though. It's kind of, when it's almost mint chip green, very pastel mint chip green in person. But then like from across the room, I was noticing the other day that it did kind of look like a little, that gray tone to it. And I think it's where it's reflecting the yellow, because it was near something else that's yellow, but there's quite a bit of yellow in the flecking here. It's just so cool. So I have actually picked I'm torn between, there's a cowl pattern and another shawl pattern I really love, but yeah, that needs to be something up around my face. And I love the super high contrast of the berried color. So this is, I'm guessing this one is Merci and this one is Mon Chéri. I can't tell if that's an I or a Y. So this could be Mon Chéri or Mon Cherry. Either way, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Also, this yarn is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. So it is incredibly soft. Absolutely. Once again, we have like elevated funky. I was trying to describe this last month and I was having a very hard time trying to describe it because the yarn selections have been like right up my alley, with a little bit funky, a little bit zesty, a little bit fun, but more refined and elegant. And it's like the hidden accent of funk amongst like maturity. Once again, we're in that same zone here. The super high contrast between the green and the berry color is just gorgeous. Like this would be a beautiful like office palette or bedroom palette, just saying. But then you've got like this hot pink and yellow and stuff that is running through this yarn. And it's just very, it's that little extra. So anyway, this is now the third month in a row where we have that elevated funk thing going, that eclectic, interesting, exciting, little jazzy feel to it, but it's elegant and refined at the same time. It's an elevated version of who I wished I had been, but it's not muted. A lot of times people tend to mute things. A lot of these, all three of these have been just elevated. This one being the most subtle, the Life in the Long Grass one. The speckling in this one is far more subtle. I mean, even caked up in person, you can hardly see it, much less trying to catch it at a distance on camera. You can kind of see like the shadows of some of the speckles, but this one being the most subtle, this one is probably in the middle, but the funkiest as far as like the contrast it's giving. And then month one, it was Celebration. I mean, it was just kind of funky, but very chic funky. I don't know. I'm loving it. I think it's very, very interesting. So let's talk math for this month. We did also get a $10 off a $40 purchase, as this month the yarn is not in the store. So we don't have a coupon for this month's yarn specifically to buy more. So the total retail value estimated for the Haya needles is $4. I literally saw these ranging from $2 to $6 online. And they also, a lot of small LYSs online seem to like add those for like $1 more if you purchase like $100 or something like that. Different things like that. Fox and Pine stick chuggers, the price range on those online are $9 to $10. So I put in $9.50 for our estimate. Storming the Castle pattern is $6. And the Townhouse yarn sock set, I'm saying $38.50. Now, I could actually be fairly off on this. There's only 1 or 2 stores I could find in the US that carry this yarn. I found 1 in Canada, and I found like 2 in the UK. So my estimate on this is a real high level estimate. As this is not on the website yet, I can't give a very firm price on this. This is based on the $32 for the single skein, 100 gram skein though. So it could be as much as $40 for the sock set. Some sock sets are definitely $44 with the cashmere blend. But yeah, I had to do really high level estimates in order to do that. Obviously, the shop owner is going to have to pay tariffs, whereas the US or pay the increase for tariffs, reciprocal, or import taxes, or whatever they're going to have to pay. Getting the yarn here, I believe it's from Scotland. So I don't know what the final price will be on their website. That's what I'm saying. That's a long way of saying I don't know. I could be off as much as $2 here, which would change our percentage save dramatically for this month. I know it doesn't seem like $2 is a huge difference, but the difference between $38.50 and $40.50 is actually a fairly large deal when it comes to the percentage. So estimated retail value was $58 this month. The estimated shipping per package is $8, just across the board. There are different ways to get discounts and everything else. I understand that. But when you're purchasing, a lot of times it's just like a flat $8. So that's what I went with my estimate. I paid $52.67, which means it's 9% saved without shipping. It's 20% saved with the shipping considered. So hopefully by the time I do the final wrap up of all 3 months where we talk about the projects or where I am on the projects, I'm going to give myself a couple of weeks here to work on month 3 and month 2. Hopefully by then it'll be on the website and I'll have a better idea of what that final pricing is going to be. I do kind of have an estimate right now, but I do want to give them the opportunity to get that up online so I can actually give you a far more accurate estimate for the retail value of the yarn. So once again, this is a quarterly subscription box. As I said, in month 1, it's $158 a quarter, and that includes the shipping for all 3 months. So the math is based on if you were to go out every month and purchase this. So that's why we have an $8 charge every single month. You're not being charged shipping, though, if you purchase everything all together at the beginning of the quarter. So I will leave their link down below. I found out about the mystery box by subscribing to the newsletter. I do recommend getting the newsletter because she is very good about her shop updates in there and telling you, you know, like when she just got the shipment that had the new Opal sock yarns, Opal and the other one that does all the stripy yarns from Europe. Regia. My brain's just like, no, thou shalt not talk. Anyway, she's very, very good about the shop updates, letting you know what's new to the shop, what's coming into the shop, when things are going on sale, what's going on sale, what's being clearanced out, what's just a seasonal discount. I highly recommend getting on her mailing list anyway. She's an excellent online retailer. Shipping is very quick. Actually, for this month's box, I got notice that it was shipping and it arrived in my post box 2 days later. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Go back and check out months 1 and month 2 if you did not already see those videos, and I look forward to seeing you real soon. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.